This is Land of Fabulous, Psalm 130. It's 8 verses. Verse 1. A song of ascents. Out of the depths I have cried to you, Yahweh. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to the voice of my petitions. If you, Yah, kept a record of sins, Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness with you, therefore you are feared. I wait for Yahweh. My soul waits. I hope in his word. My soul longs for the Lord more than watchmen long for the morning. More than watchmen for the morning. Israel, hope in Yahweh, for with Yahweh there's loving kindness. With him is abundant redemption. He'll redeem Israel from all their sins. Comment in verse 1, out of the depths I have cried to you, Yahweh. Something's bothering the psalmist terribly, and he wants God to fix it. The first question that comes to our mind in that situation is whether God's angry with us, because we figure if he is, he won't help us. But in verse 3, he doesn't keep a record of our sin. Quote, if you, Yah, kept a record of sins, Lord, who could stand? Likewise in Hebrews 10:17, as part of the new covenant, God says, quote, I will remember their sins and iniquity no more, end quote. And the same in Psalm 103:10, quote, he's not dealt with us according to our sins, nor repaid us for our iniquities, end quote. In verses 7 and 8, with him is abundant redemption. He'll redeem Israel from all their sins, meaning he'll nullify the negative effects of our sins. We might have to wait for it in verse 5. Who knows for how long, maybe into the afterlife, to be redeemed from some of the scars and consequences of sin. Quote, I wait for Yahweh, my soul waits, I hope in his word, end quote. In verse 4, speaking of Yahweh, there's forgiveness with you, therefore you are feared, end quote. If God didn't forgive, there'd be less reason to fear him because no matter what, he'd still be angry with us. But he does forgive. Psalm 131 is next.